everybody. Welcome to our story time this morning. My name's Cheryl and I'm coming to you from our recording studio at Narellan Library. Today, the story I've got for you is Red Ned by Tony Wilson and it's illustrated by Heath McKenzie. You might know the tale of a Kelly named Ned, a bushranger type with a can on his head. He roamed the wild country and caused loads of strife and went to his death with the words, "Such is life." A lesser-known story is that of Jed Kelly, who lived in the suburb of Indooroopilly. A regular 8-year-old boy was young Jed, except for the wild hair that was red, 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 red. "Please cut it off," he would beg to his mum. "The kids at school tease me. They say I look dumb." But Jed's mother Jan was in love with his frizz, for hers was unruly and orange like his. "I won't touch a lock," she would say to young Jed. "I won't hear a word against hair that is red. Red hair is beautiful. Red hair is proper. The very best hair is a bright shade of copper." One day after school they were watching the telly when on came an ad that appealed to Jed Kelly. "Blonde in a bottle for $9.99 and blondes really do have a much better time." That was enough for unhappy Jed. He bought 2 whole bottles and poured both on his head. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The stuff in the bottle, it fried his red locks, for Jed hadn't bothered with reading the box. Panicking slightly, he found the good scissors and tried to smooth over the worst of his misses. Have you ever taken some scissors to your hair? Oh dear, it rarely ends up very well. I've come to the conclusion that if you're going to get your hair cut, it's best to get a professional involved. Jan said, "Come out, love, or I'm coming in." Jed stuck his head in the waste paper bin. It was cold, it was dark, but the can did the trick. He just needed some sort of long walking stick. Jan gave a squeal when she saw the bush ranger and galloped outside to escape from the danger. "It's me, Mum, Jed Kelly. I've dressed up for fun with a large metal bin and a toy plastic gun." But outside the helmet, Jed's voice was all muffled and Jed's screaming mother was still somewhat ruffled. It does look a little bit frightening. Jed knew that he needed the help of a barber, so he boarded the bus off to Mogul Road Plaza. The bus stop was crowded with so many feet that Jed was surprised when he got the best seat. I'm not so sure that I'm surprised that he got the right seat. When you get on a bus, would you sit next to the person who's wearing a waste paper basket on his head and carrying a water pistol? I think I might avoid that person too. Down at the plaza, young Jed got to walking and set 2 old ladies off, squealing and squawking. "Ah! Ah! Ah!" they said. He stopped at the baker and said, "I'm Jed Kelly. I'd kill for a donut. Say chalk ice or jelly?" The baker misheard him and thought he said, "Ned!" He thought that this bushranger wanted him dead. "Take all you want, Kelly. Just spare my life. Don't hurt my customers. Don't harm my wife." Under the helmet, Jed was rather deaf. He paid for 1 donut, then turned round and left. I think we're starting to have a few misunderstandings here. Jed kept on walking in search of a barber. Past Harry's Hardware and Lindy Lou's larder, the shoppers all around him were acting quite funny, begging for mercy and throwing him money. Jed thought the whole thing was all rather strange. He thanked one and all and picked up their loose change. Is that what you would do if people started to throw money at you? I'm not so sure that that's a good thing to do. Ice cream and lollies, remote control cars, sneakers and speakers and budgerigars. He'd asked for directions, but kept getting things from cheeses to tweezers to flash diamond rings. Would like a flash diamond ring. He rounded the corner, this Kelly named Jed, and there were 3 kids, each with bins on their heads. Hello, Ned Kelly. We're Steve, Dan and Joe. You look like you know where you're wanting to go. We're rebels like you and we just want to hang. What would you say to joining our gang? Jed didn't know what he should say. I just need a barber. Do you know the way? Steve started pointing and Joe started talking. Dan waved his arms as the whole gang got walking. We know a salon, an absolute ripper, a world-famous barber they call Jack the Clipper. 10 minutes later, Jed sat in the chair with only one problem. Jack wasn't there. Jed took off his helmet while shedding a tear. I just really wish my mum, Jan, was here. The Kelly gang stared when they saw his hairdo, then asked if Jed minded if they got one too. Oh, he's starting a trend. Outside, the police had surrounded the shop. Out with your hands up, declared the chief cop. No, it's all starting to come unstuck. 4 funny hairstyles with strange tufty chunks. 4 would-be bushrangers now dressed up like punks. They scampered on out with their hands raised on high and shouted, "Don't shoot!" as they reached for the sky. "Oh, doom!" cried the chief of police in despair. "That maniac Kelly's in there cutting hair. Thank goodness you lads got away. Oh, what a fright. We'll catch our man Kelly if it takes all night." And so the police lay in wait there for Ned, bidding farewell to a young punk named Jed. It had been a close shave, with a close shave to come, when Jed showed his head to his open-mouthed mum. Jeez, dear me. I wonder how long the police are going to wait there for someone who's never going to come. Jed's hair grew back to its bright orange shade, the frizziest, busiest hair in the grade. Some kids still teased him, but Jed didn't care, for red hair is beautiful, different and rare, and never again did Jed's looks cause him strife. You are who you are. That's the truth. Such is life. Well, that's a pretty silly story, I think. But right at the very end, they've come up with something that's quite true. We are all who we are. And what can we do? That's the end of our story. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you have a lovely rest of the holidays and we'll see you soon. Bye.